Welcome to the first game of the set Kingstone versus Dragonstar in T90's Titans League in Group C of the Gold League. We will start the match today with Eldorado in this video. Then later Spiral and The Wall will be in 2 extra videos. And we have as the options for Eldorado, for Dragonstar, Aztecs, Burgundians, Portuguese, Teutons, Britons, for Kingstone, Byzantines, Japanese, Bohemians, Spanish, and Turks. And I assume Kingstone will either go for Japanese or Byzantines, both with solid options on water and on land. Dragonstar, I'm not really sure what to expect from him. I think Portuguese could be played. But I'm not that happy with his options. But we can take a look at the match itself now, as Capture Age is loading. And we will see Aztecs versus Japanese. So Amens in chat is as wrong as I was. I mean, I predicted Japanese, but Japanese Byzantines is basically a coin flip. And Aztecs wasn't what I expected. But Dragonstar will show us now why he decided to go for them. He's playing in purple on the left side of the map. In the middle, we have a lot of gold and stone that both players see at all times. And here in the right bottom corner, we have Kingstone. And he's playing in teal with Japanese. Japanese feel like a very natural pick on this map. Better fishing ships. Can, with towers, maybe go for the middle, even though I don't think that is the best strat. Especially because I played that in a tournament some months ago and was clapped horribly. But yeah, the fishing ships really help Japanese out. And if you lose the middle, you can trap away everything the opponent has with the strong traps. But it's obviously hard to get to them without the resources in the middle. Aztecs, on the other hand, I don't see their bonus for this map, really. You can live with little gold if you have all the relics, but with all the Mesosiv, not having gold is a little problem. And then there's another problem. Aztecs want to go for infantry often. And Japanese have not only really strong infantry, but with the Samurai, a infantry unit that deals as much bonus damage to the Jaguar Warrior as the Jaguar Warrior deals to infantry units. So they basically kill each other very fast, and that gives Aztecs the slight problem that they can't use the Jaguar to win against better infantry. And I would say if we are looking just at the champions, for example, then Aztecs with their +3 damage are a little bit weaker than Japanese with their faster attack. Dragonstar is going for a dock now on the left side, while Kingstone not only has his dock up already, he has a fishing ship. And therefore, one worker more than his opponent will get a second fishing ship out. Now. Okay, 60%. But Dragonstar queued his first fishing ship only now. So he is close to 2 fishing ships behind. And Samurai win just by 1 hit versus Jaguar Warriors. But it is a win, and that can be very decisive and snowball. So I prefer the Japanese here, a little bit over Aztecs. But Aztecs always a strong civ you have to look at. for basically every map in some way. Loom for Kingstone would be a bit early, but he has a lot of vills and fishing ships and stuff on food. But not enough food yet for him to click up. There's another vill queued. No fishing ship queued at the moment. Has the wood for it. Both with equal worker counts. But Kingstone is up to the feudal age. Dragonstar is queuing Loom and is going up as well. So fairly equal timing here. And Dragonstar has one worker more. He has 3 fishing ships and 19 vills against 18 vills and 3 fishing ships. And Dragonstar is queuing more fishing ships, unlike Kingstone. So Dragonstar with the better eco on the way to the feudal age. Question though, is that enough to defend against the earlier uptime and therefore the earlier production of fire galleys or galleys? From a second dock, the Eagle Scout won't win the fight against the Vil. Or will he? Definitely not if Scout and Vil are fighting together. And the Vil can build the dock without dying. You will see double dock fire galley production most likely from Kingstone trying to kill the fishing ships here. So far Dragonstar is not doing that much against it. Is producing a 5th fishing ship and is going on to gold, therefore will most likely produce fire galleys as well, but only from one dock. Has the wood to build another one, but isn't doing so. And here now that both players are on feudal age, the scout cavalry of Kingstone can beat the Eagle Scout. Especially after the Eagle got some hits in from the Vil here. And we have a 3rd dock and we see galleys with big enough numbers. They are not only better at sniping fishing ships, but they can also micro if you have enough of them against a few fire galleys. Second dock for Dragonstar. And he has a fire galley out now. Especially if fletching is in. I doubt that that will be enough to defend here properly. We have 3 more galleys in the queue for Kingstone. So far no blacksmith planned. He's walling his base to the water. And Dragonstar already did that. He's closing the front of his base. Patrolling nicely here with the fire galley. On land, so far absolutely nothing is happening. Not even a barracks is built yet. So the only military action we could see is on water or by with some towers. Now the question, how much damage can those galleys do? We have a second fire galley here in case Kingstone comes over from this side. He's taking the slightly shorter path. And is moving back a bit. Did he see the... Oh, that is the wrong player. Did he see the fire galley already? No. He only went there. Ah, he saw it probably with his scout. Knows that there's one. Now waited for some more galleys. I think that's a wise decision. Now he could wait for fletching. Oh, and he gets some shots from the fire galley, but against the scout. Now fletching is in and Kingstone should take a very good fight here. Even if he takes some damage in from the fire galley, that works well for him. The scout could die here, but that doesn't really matter. It's even good for him that this Vil can't repair the fire galley. And Demo is queued in this dock. Will it get out? No. I think Kingstone is waiting until the galleys are getting closer. But now they can move forward to the fishing ships. Fire galley not out yet. Fishing ship is in this dock. Kingstone can kill most of the fishing ships of Dragonstar. Or at least idle them. Scout, by the way, not killed. But Dragonstar is on the way to the Castle Age. And Kingstone can scout this sneaky dock on the side of his water area. Now we see a market. Blacksmith for fletching was already built. And Kingstone might think about castling as well. But he is still pretty far away from it. The food side. His fire galley can fight against the dock, but the fire galley from there, with the support of the galleys, the fire galley here doesn't really have a chance. Kingstone buys food and goes up. Now we have a second fire galley from Kingstone going for the dock here. Yeah, and that's not a fight the fire galley here can take. Both fire galleys of Kingstone now going for the fishing ships. And Kingstone with a way better eco, and this time he is the one later to the next stage. Dragonstar is reaching Castle Age now. Won't help him much with this fire galley though, that he can get the next upgrade. As this one is already pretty weak. Now the War Galley upgrade immediately, and a second TC in the middle for Dragonstar. Often when one player goes into the middle rather early, then he gets pushed away and loses the game then. And Kingstone sees that there is a TC foundation. This is his vision right now. He goes out as well and will probably go for a TC himself. How's the situation on water right now? Quite a lot of fire ships coming over here. Oh, that demo wasn't... Oh, those were two fire galleys really clumped up. Therefore, good connection by the demo. And this fire ship over here could go for the fishing ships. Now Kingstone can build one single TC. He sold 100 stone on water. Dragonstar is kind of winning right now. See War Galley upgrade soon, but those galleys will all die. And the fire ships might take bad fights. And on land, 2 monasteries for Dragonstar. He will go for the relics. And one will here, I think it's the one that built the house and the dock over here. Those demos are waiting for the War Galley upgrade. Oh, one from behind as well. Those 3 fire ships should be dead. And now Kingstone has everything to kill these 2. 3 fire galleys here. And yeah, Kingstone can clean up everything Dragonstar has right now. There's a demo coming. It could jump onto the fishing ships. But it won't win the fight against the fire ships. Well, at least not alone. This side another demo for Dragonstar. Check. What is this one going to attack? Go for the 3 fishing ships. No, 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 no. Ah, that's not the fight you need. Because this one now can be repaired. There's only like 50 wood lost for Kingstone. Don't know how much it is, but 50 should be roughly correct. But if you kill those fishing ships... Oh, Japanese fishing ships are surviving 1 demo hit, right? And the demos for Dragonstar aren't that great, unless they hit a lot of fire ships. And we not only get monks, we also get mangonels now in the middle for Dragonstar. He's already pressuring the TC here. monks are annoying. They can start to convert from outside the range of the TC. This Will jumps in at the right time. And Kingstone at the moment doesn't have anything on land. He's going for a watchtower. Could upgrade that to a guard tower. Then those are quite efficient at stopping monk siege pushes. At least when you have something against rams, but Wills can do that job, but this watchtower won't even go up. And Kingstone didn't delete the foundation. That one was lost, and the TC will go down as well. So while Kingstone got control on Waterback, he lost control on the land. And we are getting more and more upgrades for the monks now as well. Sanctity coming in as the first one, increasing the HP of the monks. In case of the Aztec monks, that should be 50 soon. 15 from the upgrade and 5 more for the Civ bonus. And even though Kingstone has a 2-worker lead now with 6 fishing ships, he's under a lot of pressure, has only 1 TC left and no control over the important resources in the middle. He's attacking Light Cav now, something that completely demolishes mangonels and monks, but has problems against the spearmen. So Kingstone will need quite a lot of them. He has the food eco for it, I think. Only 14. Still taking a turkey under the TC. And fishing ships are still very efficient. There are a lot of docks for Kingstone. One here could be nice. But yeah, mangonels have to go for the town center now to get in, but the monks with redemption soon. 55 HP already. Yeah, they get the faster moving speed upgrade. Kingstone is running around, but will lose the CC, I think. It's just too much damage output from the 4 mangonels. Okay, builds are trying their best to stop that. The castle in the middle for Dragonstar is securing him that position. Conversion against the Lightcav, the monk just with too many HP and some support from healing friends around him. These Lightcavs will be converted before they do significant damage to the Wills. And yeah, this is looking tricky now with the castle. And Kingstone is without a TC. And he calls it. Dragonstar wins the first match. Yeah, the first game. I only now see that the overlay is completely wrong. And Amons is telling something very true in the chat. If Aztecs have something going on this type of map with gold in the middle, they are just so good with their monks, with pikes, with mangonels, that it's hard to push against that, and therefore Aztecs keep the control over the middle so well. And this isn't the best of 5, it's a play all 3. And this was the first game. 2 more will follow.